Hello, hello, and welcome to One Punch Man Day. We are reading a whole bunch of One Punch Man chapters. By a whole bunch, I mean like 3, I think. Starting with 2 chapters that are new to me of the webcomic, but unfortunately aren't actually all that new anymore. I think they're like 11 months old, but they still came out during my manga hiatus, so I'm only getting to them now. I just reread the last chapter I had read before, which makes clear and explicit the relationship between Drive Knight and Metal Knight and Genos. Drive Knight proposes here a spearhead attack, a preemptive attack on Metal Knight's forces before he can deploy them strategically, getting revenge at last on the Mad Cyborg, which, you know, we have absolutely no real conception of what the Mad Cyborg's power level is relative to all the other threats we've dealt with. But he does refer to it as Metal Knight's trump card when we already know that Metal Knight has all manner of spaceships and nuclear weapons and genetically modified monsters at his disposal. So I'm assuming pretty hard, pretty high up there. This, I think, is kind of Genos' climactic battle, right? This is the arc that he's had since the very start of the series, his quest for revenge against this cyborg. So we're gearing up for a big robot-centric arc. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see the waves after waves of Metal Knight's armies. I don't know, just something about the idea of this like mastermind who this whole time has been gathering technology in secret. The fact that we already have seen such amazing things publicly from the Hero Association and from the Neo Heroes and from all these other scientific masterminds, but that Metal Knight is like eras past them, even more futuristic, is really, really exciting. And one is so good at coming up with like these really kind of creative sci-fi technologies. And of course, we still have the whole Heroes Association versus Neo Hero things going on too. A lot of different plot threads waving in the wind. I have no idea what's going to be covered in these next 2 chapters, but I think they're going to be bangers. So let's get into it. Chapter 140. Translation cleaning and typeset by my boy Vipav. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. A great fan of the channel who does amazing work for the community. Shoutouts to him now and forever. Okay, so we're back into this immediately. We're not cutting away to Neo Heroes or anything like that. Narrow down the list of Bofoid's strongholds to 3 possible locations. He knows I'm investigating him. Easy for you to carry out the investigation. Doesn't suspect you yet. Stronghold is a very dangerous task. I want to entrust it to you. I really like these these just head-on shots of these two, especially the perfectly flat, like MS Paint shape tool that is his transformation box thing. I don't know. It's like really amazing. The more one's art improves, the more it stays the same in some ways. That it really has improved. You look at like the rubble, there's like a nice depth of field here, there's good detail, there's some shading elements, the character proportions are good and balanced and not too wonky, there's a lot of detail to them, everything's looking like pretty clean, and yet this like instinct for paneling. Just like this shot, the close-up of face, and then just back-to-back shots of them talking. The shot, reverse shot of conversation. I don't know. It's very one. Is that where my sworn enemy, the Mad Cyborg, is hidden? Large-scale battle with each other's weapons. It could be a battle between S-class heroes. It's going to be difficult to get the situation resolved until it's concluded. It was completely ready for battle. Tornado and Flash have been assigned to separate missions. It's another one of Bofoi's tricks. So Bofoi apparently is just ready. When the conditions are right, he's just going to invade. And Drive Knight thinks that everything is starting to line up, that it's actually going to be his time to strike, which makes a lot of sense because the Hero Association is sort of in disarray. The Neo Heroes are proving to be somewhat of a letdown in some regards. And there's always the threat of infighting. In fact, infighting is full on happening. I'm not sure if Metal Knight is aware. But a lot of S-class tier heroes on both sides are out of commission for very convenient reasons. Appearance of the Neo Heroes is something that he did not expect. Public order over all cities would descend into chaos by now. Okay. So DriveNet is trying to take advantage of this situation and being like, yeah, this is great because we don't have to worry about neglecting monsters and stuff. The Neo Heroes mostly got that under wraps. Genos is going through something here. I like this. The wind picking up. The hair ruffling. Ooh, cinematic. Drive Night. Wait a minute. I'm feeling so fast. I think I'm going to lose control of my body. It's almost as if I might go on a rampage. Whoa. Now, I don't want to read too much into this. Because, of course, this is like a super emotional time for Genos. And he could just be speaking generally that, oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep my cool and do this tactically and, you know, be smart about it and infiltrate things before wreaking havoc. And it's just, oh, I'm so driven by revenge that I'm going to burst right in. But the use of the word rampage, and maybe Viphav can enlighten me here, this is always the word they use to describe the actions of the mad cyborg, right? He rampaged through my village. He rampaged here. He rampaged there. Destruction was left in his wake as he rampaged. So the fact that Genos is using that particular word, I don't know. What could it mean, though? Even if we were going to be very conspiratorial. I don't know. People I trust too, I'll consult with them before making a decision. Is that okay? Smart. Very, very smart. And of course, here he means his master, the god, Saitama, which, you know, makes the chances of mission success 100%. Believe that you're calm. My real name is Zero. See you again soon. Neat. A friend. Finally, Genos can have a relatively normal friend that isn't constantly needing to repair his body or telling him to join the Blizzard group or just being the worst sensei of all time. No, I shouldn't say that. Saitama is a really good teacher in his own way. Yeah. Alright. They're having another heart-to-heart, which sometimes accompanies a fist-to-fist. This is a great shot, by the way. Just because it's like so... It's like... They wouldn't even do that in a movie sincerely anymore. Because it's like so kind of cheesy. It's past the point of parody to look up into the clouds and see the vision of the person you know you have to go talk to or whatever. Well, the last time I can think of that being used sincerely was in, like, The Lion King. So to kind of take this, like, cliche that's, like, gone beyond cliche, and then to just have the, like, Saitama okay face in there. Ah, that's brilliant. Okay. It's their heart-to-heart. Is it also a fist-to-fist? Ah, yes, he's doing his lame hero name association. The rights for people with bad human names. Okay. Saitama shopping or something? Also, this is amazing. Sorry, I overlooked this dialogue here that he says, we can't get any signatures at all, so we're discussing a plan to increase the number of signatures ourselves. Meaning they're just gonna start signing everything over and over again themselves? Is that what he's saying? Wow, we got so many signatures. Okay, so they're going to go see Dr. Stench. Is that his name? The one that initially saved Genos and cyborgified him. And Saitama is saying, oh, I want to meet him. In the remake, they definitely met before. They had Hot Pot together, right? Dr. Stench showed up with really, really nice beef. I remember that. But I guess in the webcomic, there was never any... I think there was definitely a Hot Pot scene, right? Where, like, Bang, King, and Genos and Saitama are eating Hot Pot, and everyone's phone gets destroyed, so they don't hear about the Monster Association raid. And it's like King can't even eat because the other people are, like, so strong and fast at grabbing food out of the pot. Right? Or did I just make that all up? It would be a very cute scene. Anyways, at any rate, yeah, I guess Dr. Stench wasn't there in the webcomic. Dr. Kusuno. But that's Stench, right? Or did I make that up too? Kuso is like poop, like shit. So Kusuno, maybe? Signs of justice who has given me the power to fight. He must side with us, a benchmark of strength. Just like you, Doctor, he saved my life. Have a look at this. Don't know if you can fix it, but it's stuck. Oh, it's great. I love that it's just the original Game Boy, too. That Saitama is still playing on. Oh, beautiful. Nice, nice. Aww. Oh, look at this mutual respect. Oh, this is so cute. I like that. When you meet somebody that's really significant in someone's life that's significant to you. It's a beautiful moment, you know? In the end, this series about superhumans and aliens and robots and monsters has some really nice human moments too. And I'm sure as soon as I turn the page, this is going to get undermined with some silly joke, but I don't care. What do you want to discuss you gathered us for today? Finally obtained the clue that could take you to the main cyborg. Okay. You know what? They didn't even have a joke. It was left sincere. I mean, I guess you could say Saitama was being a little rude about, you've been fixing Genos, you're the old man who's been fixing Genos. He's, thanks for all your hard work. He's actually being nice. Okay. You can't carelessly ask for backup. True. All you need is Saitama, though. He's the one-man army. I guess the problem is, if you attack that's going to trigger a massive counterattack that maybe even Saitama cannot stop the totality of before it starts wreaking havoc on the world. So yeah, I guess you do need to have to be pretty strategic about it. Well done for enduring. Yeah, good read. He really did have to endure. It really is just humbling, right? Like, it's not even that he remembered some quality of Saitama's personality that he admires. Oh, I want to be as lackadaisical and peaceful as Master. No, he's just like, oh, I'm a weakling. What can I possibly do when there's freaks like this out here? Especially the mental guy, why don't you ask him directly in person? What is he lying on? Where did this come from? How is he always finding places in rooms like this to laze out? Finds it and goes into hiding would be a problem. That would mean it'll be to fight. Okay. Good responses. You should fight alone. How about I do it for you? Well, I already made the comment that maybe there needs to be a more strategic response because the counterattack will be brutal. But really, I think just from a narrative perspective and from a character perspective, this has to be Genos' arc, right? This has to be where Genos really steps up and stops being a jobber. He's the series' eternal fated jobber, for better or worse. We love him, but he needs his chance to shine. He needs his big W. And I think that's how I'll protest. Yes, I'll be the one to take care of him. This is my fight. I'm not going to relinquish it. Vengeance makes a man gloomy and stagnant. Turn into a vengeful demon, you won't be able to return to the admirable genius you once were. I don't know if that's what he's saying. I think he's just like, no, it would be easy for me. Yeah, you're gonna break immediately or something. Yeah, see, it's not that you're weak, it's just that the enemy is always too strong. No matter how strong you get, the enemy is always too strong. That's what it means to be a jobber. No matter how stronger you get, the only way that we know you're stronger is because an even stronger opponent takes a little longer to beat you. Poor Genos. He's really disheartened. He's just kind of malfunctioning. I'll just accompany you, you go to take your revenge. But if you're about to lose, I'll destroy it for you. Is that okay? Well, we'll see. That's a good good point. That's a good point. What are you even saying about your chances? If you're saying it's going to be hard for me, if you're saying this is going to be another Garo. And I'm curious if it is going to be another Garo. Because this series has done an interesting thing where the power levels don't keep scaling necessarily. And I just, it seems like I just said the opposite of that. That Genos is always fighting harder and harder foes and then always losing. But, like, the actual overall threat in each arc is kind of all over the map, right? Like, the aliens, the main planet buster dude was a lot stronger than pretty much any other foe. Probably all the way up until Garo. And then the people that Saitama has been beating after Garo, yeah, there's still world-threatening threats. Like the ninja school guru guy that was gonna try to take over the world. But they're all, single punch-worthy. We haven't had a multi-punch-worthy person in a little while. And I'm not sure if this is gonna buck the trend. It doesn't actually matter in the end. And I think that's like a real unique and interesting thing about the whole idea of Saitama. Is that it doesn't even really matter how the power levels are changing and developing if he does multiple punches or not. It just kind of decides what sort of fight scene we'll get. And that's cool. But it's narratively done a lot of research. We have to rely on it. Won't be able to invade it before time. Okay. It's so funny because, like, this is kind of Saitama's, like, this is one of the very few times he's actually had agency in the plot, and that he's not just kind of, like, thrown into things and then he just kind of punches somebody and then he actually ends up saving the day. Instead, this is one of the few things where he's actually, like, chosen on his own initiative with his own free time to try to get the hero names changed. This is his mission and cause, and it's gonna have, like, zero impact on the story, really. And Genos is just straight up being like, it's not important. The things that are important to you are not important. Pardon due to the influence of Saitama-kun. Working as a duo of scientists and cyberheroes that track down the mad cyborgs. Genos to become a grandson like me. Please take care of Genos. Bro, that's a huge death flag. That's a huge death flag, but I don't believe for a second that one is gonna kill off Genos. He's had so many close calls by now. Worst case scenario is like Krillin, and they rebuild him from the barest essences as if they had Dragon Balls. There's no way. Keep fixing him up nicely. Nice. Look at Genos' little smile. Oh, he's so happy to see them getting along. Oh yeah. This was mentioned before. This is something certainly the readership has been asking for. We got kind of a measure of it when he did the hero exams and broke every single physical record by like a mile. Excuse me. But, that's different than a scientist that knows roughly where he's at, measuring him with like actual tests that could measure his full potential. So, I hope we get a chance to see this. Something tells me it's going to take a while. Sleep in the machine. Just going for a checkup? Never hurts to have a checkup? I don't know. Nice. That looks like good meat. Look at the marbling. So even though they didn't have the hot pot scene with Dr. Kusuno, Dr. Kusuno still brings the quality meat. He still brings the beautiful marbling, the wonderful fat saturation. Oh man. If you've never had really, really nice beef like this, where you just cook it just enough to just distribute the fat through the whole meat, and then you eat it and it like melts in your mouth. Oh my god. Of course, Wagyu is the really famous stuff, and I have had Wagyu in Japan. I'm just saying. But you can get really high quality stuff no matter where you are. That's only a step or two down from Wagyu. I highly recommend it. If you want to treat yourself, this is beautiful. Oh, look at it. Oh my lordy, lordy, lordy. Okay, so he goes into the machine, he passes out. I don't know what the heck this machine does. It's probably just gonna explode. Oh! Uh-oh! 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 Oh, Dr. Kusuno death flag! Oh, in the end, it's a Dr. Kusuno death flag, isn't it? Yes, yes. Because then the stakes get way higher, right? Genos is going to go wild with revenge. It's going to be impossible to rein him in, or it's going to be very, very difficult. That's going to be a whole arc. And then there's the additional drama of if Genos breaks this time, there's nobody that can fix him. The only other scientist that might be capable of it is evil. I don't know, maybe Child Emperor could do it, but that doesn't really seem like his area of expertise. He's more full-on robot builder. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad, bad, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Oh, boy. Oh, no. I don't like this. I love Dr. Kusuno. He's a good guy. He's just a good guy. He doesn't need to get killed by freaky-looking cyborgs. Look at this. Look at him. Why does a robot need abs? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy. All right. All right. All right. This sucks. I'm sad. I was so obsessed over the Genos death flag. I didn't even recognize that it was also a Dr. Kusuno death flag. And that one's way more devastating because I knew Genos wasn't going to die, but it actually makes perfect sense that they would kill off Dr. Kusuno. Okay. All right. Well, I'll say this too. If you remember, like years and years ago, when this whole Metal Knight is evil, or is maybe Drive Knight evil, I made a big video about why I trusted Drive Knight. I was right. I'll just say it now. It's the wrong time to say this, to be clear. Because the character that I really liked has just been brutally murdered. But I was right. Just want y'all to remember that. Okay. Bye-bye for now.